Right, I'm going to show you what Darkshore used to be like. If you don't know, before all this destruction. Luckily we can go back in time and have a look. If you didn't see the last video I made, which was just a short, that's what's left of Darnassus, that big tree, totally destroyed by Darnassus and the Horde in a huge attack. So this is the state of everywhere. Fell. The wisps have no home. You can see the wisps, the animals are still around. But there's the tree. That was all so beautiful. So let's go back in time and show you what this place used to look like.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Here we are. So we're back in time before the battle. Look. 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 Oh. This in our time now is just all fell. There's no night elves. Nothing now. Something we can't do anymore. Let's take a flight to the tree. To Darnassus.
Be careful.
So now of course in the present time this is just all destroyed. If you were in the campaign, you got a title called Veteran of the Fourth War, which I got and a few other people got, I've seen about. But it was a horrible time. Everything was on fire. Night elves were, I mean, look at this. Look at the boats with the purple sails and everything. Look how pretty it was. And they still haven't got a home. Portal there. Look at the prims on the trees. That looked really cool back in the day though. So, if you don't know, none of this is here now. You can't even get here. I mean, you can if you make a level 1 night elf, because you've got to go through the story, but I mean for anyone who's level 60, you can't go here, because it doesn't exist. Like you've seen. I teleported to Darnassus and you just get sent to Darkshore. And you just look at the remains of this tree. Oh, we want revenge for Teldrassil, and for Darnassus, and for the Night Elves who are our allies on the Alliance. It hasn't happened yet and it needs to. So we're back in time through the courtesy of that mage or whatever she was. Time like Chromie can send you back in time. So all these people don't exist anymore.
I have what you seek.
Well, there'll be somewhere, I guess. Probably Stormwind.
We must face our fears.
What brings you here? May the stars guide you.
Collect cloaks and tabards when you can. Oh, look at this. You know, this used to be so beautiful to me. Like Ardenweald is now. It's where you get trained for your riding. There's the Guardians of the Forest. They tried to help that night, but they couldn't do anything. There was too much of everything. I was running along here having to save people. Night elves everywhere. Look at how pretty that is. Took a screenshot, sorry. So, like I say, if you're level 60, unless you do what I've just done, you won't ever see this ever again, unless there's a miracle. And with the stories in WoW, you do never know. I wish there would be a miracle. I wish we could somehow, I don't know, stop what happened is Darnassus. Now if you make a night elf, this will be your first stop at it's not even a town, it's just an inn. Yeah. I made him bigger with a magical biscuit. If you want to double the size of your pet, go and see the pet trainers, and if you've got enough of the tokens of whichever one it is, I think it's like, I don't think it's Pet Charms, it's the other one. Or I think you might be able to buy them with money, I don't know. But it doubles the target companion pet size for as long as it remains at its master's side. Yeah, well, it doesn't always, because sometimes it shrinks like it's done now. So here, if you're portaling and that, it's got a lot better, but sometimes it disappears. Look, all the wisps. These are wisps. They're spirits of the night elves. So if you make a night elf and you die, you become one of those. Another guardian of the forest. So let's look around for you to have a look. If you've never seen old Darnassus before. And yeah, this is like this is like when the first game started, that's why the graphics are like they are. But it still looks pretty to me. It really does. Even, I mean, imagine how amazing this looked. I mean, look at the bark on that tree. How amazing this looked back, way back. Here we are. So So this is the starting area of the Night Elves. And there's the tree. There isn't anymore. Well, the whole thing's in the tree, but I thought that was the tree, but it's not at all. The whole thing's the tree. But you can also get an achievement here, your first achievement if you've made a new. The last quest you'll ever get, they'll ask you to run up here and go in there and see him. You might do it for me. I don't think so though, I bow to him. No, because I've got to hand the quest in. Well, imagine I was a night elf and I've just handed the last quest in. He casts something on you like a black swirly typhoon. And for months and ages I never realised what he'd done. But it's actually, this is like that because you can go to the edge of that like that once he's put that on you, okay? I'll put the feather on me so as I don't die, it's mage's thing. But then you'll jump off and you'll do this. And when you get to the bottom, you'll get the going down achievement. See, Ima's already got it, so she can't get it again. But if you do that, you'll get your first ever achievement, which is cool if you just made a level 1. You'd be about 6 or 7 by the time you get to the... Oh no. Oh yeah, you will, yeah. Nowadays. So, this is Shadow Glen. So this is the first place you ever res if you've made a new. And you can get your first pets. There's an owl. Pet battling. You just click on any animal with that green paw above, right click it and get your, that's the pet battle, the ones you've got, and they've got to be the same or a little bit higher. It's a nice little game in game, pet battling. So there we are. That's what doesn't exist anymore because of the Horde and Sylvanus. This was the Night Elves' home. They had no right to do what they did that night. So, Ali want revenge for Teldrassil and Darnassus, please. Proper revenge. In BGs and in just ordinary game. This is where, like the palace, I guess, the goddess is. Well, these are ghosts, I'm afraid. Some of them would have died that night. In fact, most of them. Anyway, so there we are. That's Darnassus, if you didn't know. When it was Darnassus. Thank you. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.